Ah, oh, why hello there. It looks like I have a visitor in my study. Yes, I see. Oh, and here's another one. Some jolly little spirits. Welcome. Yes, welcome to my study. Yes, it's wonderful to have some visitors. My name is Charles. Well, it's wonderful to have some visitors at this time of year especially. Let's be, well, I'm receiving that this little spirit's name might be Ashcroft. Maybe this one Harriet, who knows? But you see, I'm a writer, and, well, normally it's a sort of lonely profession, if I'm honest. Exchanging written missives back and forth, kind of a void. I'm sure you wouldn't know what that is like. This time of year, no, you wouldn't, I see. But at this time of the year, well, be in the same room, sharing space with you. Well, such as it is. And I'm going to tell you, delightful little spirits, the stories. And yes, well, you and the others, not just you. One of my favorite stories. It is a bit unusual. You see, we have some mental, technological accompaniment. Oh, goodbye. Spirit went through the ceiling. Do hope they come back. Yes, as I was saying, you're very attentive, aren't you? I think you're my favorite so far. We'll see how that lasts. Over here, little spirit, you might see, well, a piece of early technology from my youth called the magic lantern. Oh, I enjoyed so many evenings where I would listen to the storyteller accompanied by beautiful paintings of colored light. Huh, oh my. Stoked quite a fire in the imagination, you might say. And over here, I saw you looking at this earlier. Well, this is something a bit more modern, known as the stereoscope, which allows you to see photography in 3 dimensions. Quite a miraculous invention, if you ask me. Yes. Well, this story has been adapted for both. This one was quite lovely. The ghosts, especially, quite impressive. But tonight's performance combines them together in a sort of, stereoscopic magic lantern show. Yes. Does that sound exciting? Yes, well, wonderful. Sounds complicated as well. You can believe it is. Fortunately, friends are here standing by in case anything starts to fall apart. So if you have any troubles connecting, and this goes for all of you, merely send us an electronic missive and we'll have it sorted out. Oh, hello there. Who else do we have? I need to come a bit closer. Oh, it's you again, and who's your friend? Ah, wonderful little purple spirit as well. Well, thanks for coming. Yes, everyone gather round. Before we begin, I have a question for you. Yes, you and 2 of you over here. Now, as it is the holidays, some are undecided about this, so I wanted to take a bit of a questionnaire for you. Are you a great fanatic for the holidays? Do you look forward to them all year and just bask in their wonderful, cheerful glow? Yes? You can nod or shake your head, either one. Yes, oh, I see, little teal spirit. The other 2 of you seem a bit more ambivalent. In fact, you seem like you're rather avoiding the conversation. Not that I'm holding it against you. Well, honestly, it can be a bit of a melancholy time for me as well. You see, it's about joy and cheer, after all, but not everybody gets to experience it. Aye. Well, the story is about that, but it's also about something else. Do any of you believe in ghosts by any chance? Yes? Well, you are. You are spirits, after all. Oh, you say no, not at all. At least for this experience, you are one, so you might want to expand your thinking just a little bit. For this is a ghost story, don't you know? Oh, that reminds me, you do have a bit of spirit power. So if you were to use your spirit grip, and extend your hands closer together or farther apart, see all kinds of different vantage points. Yes. Coming down. So it's a bit of a puppet show, or you could be a tiny firefly. Yes, however you want to see the show. And also, you have a bit of your own spirit light. So if there's a part of the performance that you would like to be illuminated, you can turn that on, and you will not interfere. Just for you. Only in your spirit sight would that appear. Right. Well then, I think that covers everything. Our projectionist should be nearby. Beauregard, can you hear us? You ready? Ah, there he is. Lovely. And are all of you ready as well? Are you ready to begin? Ah, lovely. Well, you are a cheerful spirit, aren't you? Yes. All right. Well then, without further ado, let's begin. Marley was dead, to begin with. There is no doubt whatever about that. Now, this must be distinctly understood, or nothing wonderful can come of the story I'm about to relate. Now, Scrooge never painted out old Marley's name. There it stood for years afterwards above the warehouse door, Scrooge and Marley. Oh, but he was a tight-fisted hand at the grindstone, Scrooge. No wind that blew was bitterer. Nobody ever stopped him in the street to say with gladsome looks, "Oh, ha, 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 my dear Scrooge, how are you? When will you come to see me? Ah! Oh, dear. But what did Scrooge care? You see, little spirit, this was the very thing he liked. To edge his way along the crowded paths of life, wanting all human sympathy to keep its one all the days of the year on Christmas Eve, old Scrooge sat busy in his counting house. Now, the door was open that he might keep an eye upon his clerk, who in the next cell beyond was copying letters. Now, Scrooge had a very small fire, but the clerk's fire was so very much smaller that it looked like one coal. Oh dear. A Merry Christmas, Uncle. God save you. Now, this, of course, this, of course, was the voice of Scrooge's nephew, who came upon him so quickly that this was the first intimation he had of his approach. Ha ha! Bah! Humbug. Christmas a humbug? Uncle, surely you don't mean that. I do. What right have you to be merry? You're poor enough. Well, come then. What right have you to be dismal? You're rich enough. If I could work my will, then every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips should be boiled in his own pudding, buried with a stake of holly through his heart. Keep Christmas in your own way, and let me keep it in mine. Keep it, but you don't keep it. Let me leave it alone, then. Much good may it do you. Oh, well, don't be angry, Uncle. Come. Dine with us tomorrow. Will you? I want nothing. I want nothing of you. Why cannot we be friends? Good afternoon. Well, I'm sorry with all my heart to find you so resolute, but I'll keep my Christmas humor till the last. So, a Merry Christmas, Uncle. Good afternoon, and a Happy New Year. Good afternoon. Oh, Merry Christmas to you, Bob. Oh, a Merry Christmas to you, good sir. There's another fellow, my clerk. 15 shillings a week and a wife and family talking about a Merry Christmas. Ugh. I'll retire to Bedlam. This lunatic, in letting Scrooge's nephew out, had let another gentleman in. He was portly, but you understand, pleasant to behold, and now he stood and tipped his hat to him. Ah, yes. Scrooge and Marley's, I presume. Have I the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley? Mr. Marley has been dead these 7 years. Oh, well, at this festive season of the year, Mr. Scrooge, it is more than usually desirable that we should make some slight provision for the poor and destitute who suffer greatly at the present time. Many thousands are in want of common comforts. Many hundreds of thousands are in want of common necessaries. A few of us are endeavoring to raise a fund to buy the poor some meat and drink and means of warmth. No. Are there no prisons? There are plenty of prisons. And the union workhouses? Are they still in operation? They are still. I wish I would say they were not. Oh, I'm very glad to hear it. I was afraid from what you had said before that something had happened to stop them in their useful course. I don't make merry myself at Christmas, and I can't afford to make idle people merry. I help to support the establishments I have mentioned. They cost enough, and those who are badly off must go there. Many can't go there, and many would rather die. If they would rather die, they had better do it. Decrease the surplus population. Good afternoon, sir. Seeing clearly that it would be useless to pursue their point, the gentleman withdrew. Meanwhile, well, as you can see for yourself, and maybe you can see better from up there, the fog and darkness thickened. Yes, at length the hour of shutting up the counting house arrived, and with an ill will Scrooge dismounted from his stool and tacitly admitted the fact to the expectant clerk. Well, yeah. This is where he was standing, you know. It's rather hard blocking for two. You'll want all day tomorrow, I suppose. Yeah. Well, sir, if it's quite convenient, sir. Oh, not convenient, and it's not fair. Oh, if I was to stop half a crown for it, you'd think yourself ill-used. I'll be bound. Yet you don't think me ill-used when I pay a day's wages for no work. Well, sir, it is only once a year, sir. Poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December. But I suppose you must have the whole day. Be here all the earlier next morning. Clark promised that he would, and, well, Scrooge walked out with a growl. Now, Scrooge took his usual melancholy dinner in his usual tavern. He lived in a gloomy, pile of a building. What are you doing all the way over there? This is a bit of a moving show. You're going to have to work with me, yes? So come on, use that locomotion you've been learning. Yeah, very good, very good. Look at you, bobbing along happily. Now, it is a fact, as you can see now that you're closer, that there was nothing at all particular about the knock around the door. I mean, perhaps that his rather large, maybe even a little ostentatious. Then let anyone here explain to me, maybe you, or maybe you, if you can, how it is that Scrooge, having his key in the lock of the door, saw in the knocker not a knocker, but Marley's face. Marley's face! As Scrooge looked fixedly at this phenomenon, it was a knocker again. Pooh-pooh. Now, Scrooge was not a man to be frightened by echoes, but he walked through his rooms just to make sure that all was right. No one under the bed. Oh, no one behind the chair. No one in his dressing gown, which, well, of course, you can see is hanging up in a rather suspicious attitude against the wall. It was then that his glance happened to rest upon a bell, a disused bell that hung in the corner of the room, but it was with a great astonishment and an inexplicable dread that he saw this bell begin to swing. It rang out loudly, succeeded by a clanking noise deep down below, as if some person were dragging a heavy chain over the casks in the wine merchant's cellar. It's humbug still! I won't believe it! Oh no! What do you want with me?
Much.
Who are you?
Ask me who I was.
Well, who were you then? You're particular for a shade.
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley.
Pah!
You don't believe me.
I don't.
Why do you doubt your senses?
Because a little thing affects them. A slight disorder of the stomach makes them cheats. Why, you may be an undigested bit of beef. A crumb of cheese. Oh, a fragment of an underdone potato. Yeah, there's more of gravy than of grave about you, whatever you are. Mercy! Mercy! Oh, dreadful apparition, why do you trouble me?
Man of the worldly mind, do you believe in me or not?
I do. I must. You are fettered. Tell me why.
I wear the chains I forged in life. I made it link by link and yard by yard. I girded it on of my own free will, and of my own free will I wore it. Would you know the weight and length of the strong coil you bear yourself? It is a ponderous chain.
Oh, Jacob Marley, tell me more. Speak comfort to me, Jacob.
I'm here tonight to warn you that you have yet a chance and hope of escaping my fate. A chance and hope of my procuring Ebenezer.
Oh, you always were a good friend to me, thank you.
You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Is that the chance and hope you mentioned, Jacob?
It is.
I think I'd rather not.
Without their visits, you cannot hope to shun the path I tread. Expect the first tomorrow when the bell tolls 1.
Oh, couldn't I take them all at once and have it over with, Jacob?
Expect the second on the next night at the same hour. The third upon the next night when the last stroke of 12 has ceased to vibrate. Look to see me no more, and look that, for your own sake, you remember what has passed between us.
The air was filled with phantoms. All right, now's your chance to play your part in the story. Come on, come closer, all the little spirits around. Come on, as I'm going to give Scrooge the ability, just this once, to you. So let's give him a haunting he won't forget. Do it as best you can. I know your movements are limited, but really be as threatening as you can. I know it'll be hard for you. You are quite jolly. All right? The air was filled with phantoms wandering hither and thither and whispering as they went. Here we go. He can see you now. Ah! Oh, what are you? Stay away! No! Wonderfully done! Wonderfully done! Ah! Ah! No! Get away! Get away! Wonderfully done! Yes! Oh, that was quite threatening. Well done. Scrooge closed the window, and from the immersion he had undergone, or the fatigues of the day, or his glimpse of the invisible world, yes, you did quite well. He went to bed without undressing and fell asleep upon the instant. Right. Oh dear, it's sticky today. Come on, there we are. Oh, let's... Shush now, shush now. Well then, this is a moment I think you might be exerted from your wonderfully, wonderfully well done haunting. Let's everyone take a few seconds for a hydration break. Yeah? Oh, sorry. Well, since you're spirits and you can't drink anything, I won't either. I'll just remember what moisturizing is like, all right? So let's start. That would be refreshing, wouldn't it? You're still here. Yes, I see you. You're here. No one's floating above us. Wonderful. I see you over there. Hope we didn't lose anyone. I see. Okay, you're nodding. Wonderfully. Then, further ado, let's continue. When Scrooge awoke, it was dark. Now, he was endeavoring to pierce the darkness when the chimes of a neighboring church struck. 12. The ghost had warned him of a visitation when the bell tolled 1, so he resolved to lie awake until at length it broke upon his listening ear with a deep, dark, hollow, melancholy 1. Light flashed from the room upon the instant, and the curtains of his bed were drawn aside. Scrooge, sitting up suddenly, found himself face to face with the unearthly visitor who drew them. As close to it as I am to you. Well, not you, you're rather too... Well, as I am to you right now. Yes. Are you the spirit, sir, whose coming was foretold to me?
I am.
Ooh, and what are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
Oh, your past.
Well, what business brings you here?
Your welfare.
I'm much obliged, but I can't help thinking that a night of unbroken rest would have been more conducive to that end.
Your reclamation, then. Take heed. Run.
Oh, very well. As the words were spoken, they passed through the wall and stood upon an open country road with fields on either hand. The city had entirely vanished. It was a clear, cold winter evening with snow upon the ground. Oh, good heaven. Oh, I was bred in this place. Oh, I was a boy here. Oh.
Your lip is trembling, and what is that upon your cheek?
Pimple. I beg of you, lead me where you will.
You recollect the way?
I remember it. I could walk it blindfolded.
Strange to have forgotten it after so many years. Let us go on.
They walked along the road, Scrooge recognizing every gate and post and tree, and until a little market town. Oh, there it is. A little market town appeared in the distance with well, as you can see yourself, its bridge, its church, and winding river. Oh.
A school is not quite deserted. A solitary child, neglected by his friends, is left there still.
I know. Entering the dreary hall, there was a chilly bareness in the place, which associated itself somehow with too much getting up by candlelight and, well, not too much to eat. A door at the back of the house disclosed a long, bare, melancholy room, made barer still by lines of plain desks, and at one of these a lonely boy was reading near a feeble fire, and Scrooge wept to see his poor forgotten self as he used to be. Oh, oh, oh. Suddenly a man in foreign garments, wonderfully real and distinct to look at, stood outside the window, with an axe stuck in his belt and leading by the bridle a donkey laden with wood. Oh, whoa, hello. Why, it's Ali Baba. Why, it's dear old, honest Ali Baba. Oh, yes, I know one Christmas when yon solitary child was left all alone. It did come. Time, just like that. Oh, poor boy. Oh, poor boy. Oh, I wish, but it's too late now.
What is the matter?
Nothing. There was a boy singing a Christmas carol outside my door last night. I should like to have given him something. That's all.
Let us see another Christmas.
They had at that moment left the school behind them. They were now in the busy thoroughfares of the city. And here, too, it was Christmas time again. Oh, excuse me. I don't mind walking through you as long as you don't mind. And here, too, it was Christmas time again. The ghost stopped at a certain warehouse door.
Oh. Do you know it?
Oh, know it. Oh, I was apprenticed here. Oh, old Fezziwig. Oh, bless his heart. Why, it's Fezziwig alive again. Yo-ho there! Ha! Ebenezer, Scrooge's former self, now grown a young man, came briskly in. Yo-ho, my boy, no more work tonight. Christmas Eve, Ebenezer. Hiley-ho, clear away, my lads, let's have lots of room here. Oh, there was nothing they wouldn't have cleared away with old Fezziwig looking on. It was done in a moment. The lamps were trimmed, and the warehouse was as bright and snug a ballroom as you would desire to see on a winter's night. In came a fiddler with a music book. In came Mrs. Fezziwig, one vast, substantial smile. And in came the three Miss Fezziwigs, beaming and lovable. And in came the 6 young followers whose hearts they broke. In came all the young men and young women involved in the business, and away they all went, 20 couples at once, round and round. During the whole of this, Scrooge acted like a man out of his wits. Yes! Come on, everyone. Don't be shy. Join on the dance floor. We must fill it out a little bit. Yes, no parking. He acted like a man out of his wits. His heart and soul were in the scene, and with his former self he remembered everything. Oh, that's wonderful dance moves. I see you over there. That's very nice bobbing. He remembered everything, enjoyed everything, and he underwent the strangest agitation.
A small matter to make these silly folks so filled with gratitude.
Oh, huh.
Why, is it not? He spent but a few pounds of your mortal money. Is it so much that he deserves this praise?
No, it isn't that, Spirit. He has the power to render us happy or unhappy, to make our service light or burdensome. The pleasure that he gives is quite as great as if it cost a fortune.
What the matter?
Nothing particular. I should like to be able to say a word or two to Clark just now, that's all.
My time grows short. Quick!
This produced an immediate effect, for again Scrooge saw himself. He was older now, a man in the prime of life. His face had not the harsh lines of, later years, as you see him right now, but it had begun to wear the signs of care and avarice. Now he sat by the side of a fair young girl, in whose eyes there were tears, and if anyone is embodied in their feminine energy, maybe come closer and you can lend me some. Here we go. Another idol has displaced me, and if it can comfort you in time to come, as I would have tried to do, I have no just cause to grieve. No, what idol has displaced you? Golden one. I have seen your nobler aspirations fall off one by one until the master passion, gain, engrosses you. Our contract is an old one. It was made when we were both poor and content to be so. You are changed. I release you, and with a full heart, may you be happy in the life you have chosen. He left him and they parted. No, come back. No, Spirit, show me no more. Conduct me home.
I told you that these were shadows of things that have been, that they are what they are. Do not blame me.
Remove me. I cannot bear it. Hold me no longer. He turned upon the ghost, and seeing that it looked upon him with a face in which there were fragments of all the faces it had shown him, he wrestled with it. Then, conscious of being exhausted, and overcome by an irresistible drowsiness, and further of being in his own bedroom, he had barely time to reel to bed before he sank into a heavy, heavy sleep. All right. Well, that was rather intense, I think. This is another chance for you over there to hydrate, yes? Oh, hello, we've got another spirit. Perhaps you left and came back. Oh, a new one. Well, you'll have to ask the other spirits to catch you up on what happened, on what you missed. All right, everyone, let's remember what the taste of water is like. Delicious nothing. All right, are you ready? Ready? Let's carry on. Awakening in the middle of a prodigiously tough snore, Scrooge felt that he was restored to consciousness in the right... restored to... We've got a story to tell. Come on now. Wake up. Restored to consciousness in the right nick of time for the special purpose of holding a conference with the second messenger dispatched to him. All right. When the bell struck 1, he got up softly in his slippers and shuffled to the door. Now, it was his own room, There was no doubt about that, but it had undergone a surprising transformation. You see, the walls and ceiling were hung with living green. Ha! That it looked a perfect grove, from every part of which bright, gleaming berries glistened. Oh, and there in easy state sat a jolly giant, glorious to see.
Come in. Come in and know me better, man.
Scrooge entered timidly, and though the spirit's eyes were clear and kind, he did not like to meet them.
I am the ghost of Christmas present. Look upon me. You've never seen the like of me before.
Never, no.
Have never walked forth with my elder brothers born in these later years?
Oh, I'm afraid not. Oh, have you had many brothers, Spirit?
In 1800.
Oh, well, it's a tremendous family to provide for. Spirit, conduct me where you will. I went forth last night on compulsion, and I learnt a lesson which is working now. Tonight, if you have aught to teach me, let me profit by it.
Grab my robe.
Oh, very well. Scrooge did as he was told and held it fast, and they stood in the city streets on Christmas morning. The ghost led him straight to Scrooge's clerk's house, and on the threshold of the door the spirit smiled and stopped to bless Bob Cratchit's dwelling. Well, up rose Mrs. Cratchit, dressed but poorly in a twice-turned gown, but brave in ribbons. She laid the cloth, assisted by Belinda Cratchit, second of her daughters, and now two smaller Cratchits, boy and girl, came tearing in, screaming and basking in luxurious thoughts of sage and onion. They danced about the table, and then in came little Bob, the father, his threadbare clothes darned up and brushed to look seasonable, and Tiny Tim upon his shoulder. Alas for Tiny Tim, he bore a little crutch and had his limbs supported by an iron frame. And how did little Tim behave? Oh, he's good as gold. Oh, and better. Oh, somehow, there you are. Somehow sitting by himself so much. Oh, he thinks the strangest things you ever heard. He told me, coming home that he hoped that people saw him in the church because it might be pleasant for them to remember upon Christmas Day who it was who made lame beggars walk and blind men see. His voice was tremulous as he told them this, and trembled even more when he said that Tiny Tim was growing strong and hearty. Mrs. Cratchit left to take the pudding up, and in half a minute she entered, flushed but smiling proudly. Oh, a wonderful pudding. Everybody had something to say about it. Well, come on, join us for dinner, won't you? Yes, take a seat. There's plenty of room. Everyone had something to say about it, but nobody said or thought that it was all a small pudding for such a large family. No, it would have been flat heresy to do so. I'm looking at you in particular, all right? Yes, you're a latecomer. I know your type. At last the dinner was all done, the cloth was cleared, the hearth swept, the fire made up, and the whole Cratchit family drew around the hearth. Come on, my dears, come on, everybody. I'll give you Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast. The founder of the feast, indeed. I wish I had him here. I'll give him a piece of my mind to feast upon, I would. My dear, the children. Christmas Day. It should be Christmas Day. I am sure of which one drinks the oath of such an odious, stingy, unfeeling man as Mr. Scrooge. I'll drink his health for your sake, in the days, but not for his. A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. He'll be very merry and very happy, I have no doubt. First of their proceedings, which had no heartiness. Scrooge was the ogre of the family. The mere mention of his name cast a dark shadow over the party, which was not dispelled for a full 5 minutes. But after it had passed, they were 10 times merrier than before. A Merry Christmas to us all, dears. Oh, God bless us. God bless us. Everyone, said Tiny Tim. Spirit, tell me if Tiny Tim will live.
I see a vacant seat in the poor chimney corner, and a crutch without an owner carefully preserved. If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, child will die.
Oh, no. No, kind spirit, say he will be spared.
What then? If he be like to die, he had better do it and decrease the surplus population. Man, if man you be in heart, forbear that wicked cant until you know what the surplus is and where it is. Will you decide what men shall live and what men shall die? It might be that, in the sight of heaven, you are more worthless and less fit to live than millions like this poor man's child.
Scrooge bent his head before the ghost's rebuke, and trembling, cast his eyes upon the ground. Scrooge and the spirit were again upon their travels. Much they saw, and far they went, and many homes they visited, but always with a happy end. The spirit stood beside sick beds, and they were cheerful. By poverty, and it was rich. In almshouse and hospital, in jail and miseries, every refuge, the spirit left his blessing. It was a long night, if it were only a night, but Scrooge had his doubts of this because the Christmas holiday appeared to be condensed into the space of time they passed together. It was then that Scrooge looked about him for the ghost and saw it not. Oh. As the last stroke of 12 ceased to vibrate, he remembered the prediction of old Jacob Marley, and lifting up his eyes beheld a solemn phantom, draped and hooded, coming like a mist along the ground towards him. I am in the presence of the ghost of Christmas yet to come. You are about to show me the shadows of the things that have not happened, but will happen in the time before us. Is that so, Spirit? Well, lead on. Lead on. The night is waning fast, and it is precious time to me, I know. Lead on. The phantom moved away as it had come. The city seemed to spring up about them and encompass them of its own act. The spirit stopped beside one little knot, businessmen. No, said a great fat man with a monstrous chin. I don't know much about it either way. I only know he's dead. What has he done with his money? Asked a red-faced gentleman. I haven't heard, said the man with a large chin, yawning again. He hasn't left it to me, that's all I know. It's likely to be a very cheap funeral, for upon my life I don't know of anybody to go to it. I know those men. The phantom glided on. They now went into an obscure part of town where Scrooge had never penetrated before. Sitting in amongst the wares he dealt in by a charcoal stove was a grey-haired rascal. Scrooge and the phantom came into the presence of this man just as a woman with a heavy bundle slunk into the shop. Hey. What odds then, huh? What odds then, old Joe? Every person has a right to take care of themselves. He always did. Indeed, no man more. Who's the worse for the loss of a few things like these? Eh? Not a dead man, I suppose. Yeah, if he wanted to keep him after he was dead, then why wasn't he natural in his lifetime? If he had been, he'd have had somebody to look after him. When he was struck with death, instead of lying, gasping out his last, there alone by himself. Open up that bundle, old Joe. Let me know the value of it. What do you call this? Bed curtains? You don't mean to say you took 'em down, rings and all, with him lying there? Oh, yes, I do. Why not? He frightened everyone away from him when he was alive. The prophet asked when he was dead. Spirit, I see. In the case of this unhappy man, might be my own. My life tends that way now. What is this? He recoiled in terror, for the scene had changed again. And now he almost touched a bed, a bare, uncurtained bed, on which, beneath a ragged sheet, there lay a something covered up. A pale light fell straight upon the bed, and on it, unwatched, unwept, uncared for, was the body of this man. Scrooge glanced toward the phantom, and its steady hand was pointed to the head. Spirit, this is a fearful place. In living it, I shall not leave its lesson. Trust me. Let us go. Let me see some tenderness connected with the death. The ghost conducted him through several streets now familiar to his feet. They entered poor Bob Cratchit's house and found the mother and the children seated round the fire. I wouldn't show weak eyes to your father when he comes home for the world. I think he has walked a little slower these last few evenings. I've known him walk with Tiny Tim. Very fast indeed, but he was very light to carry. And his father loved him so that it was no trouble. No trouble. Oh, there's your father at the door. Bob was very cheerful with them and spoke pleasantly to all the family. Ah, my dear, I wish you could have gone. It would have done you good to see how green a place is. But you'll see it often. Promised him that I would walk there on a Sunday. No, my little child. My little child. Yet there's something informs me that our parting moment is at hand. I know it, but I know not how. Tell me, what man that was that we saw lying dead? The phantom led him through an iron gate to a churchyard. The spirit stood amongst the grave and pointed down to one. For I draw nearer to that stone at you point. Answer me one question. Are these the shadows of the things that will be? Or are they the shadows of the things that may be only? Spirit was immovable as ever, and following the finger, Scrooge read upon the stone of the neglected grave, his own name. No, am I that man who lay upon the bed? Oh, no, Spirit. Why show me this if I am past all hope? Show me yet that I may change these shadows you have shown me by an altered life. I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year. I will live in the past and the present and the future. I will not shut out the lessons they teach. Oh, tell me I may sponge away the writing on this stone. In his agony, he caught the spectre's robe, but the spirit repulsed him. Holding up his hands in a last prayer to have his fate reversed, he saw an alteration in the spirit's hood and dress. It shrunk, collapsed, and dwindled down into a bedpost. And the bedpost was his own. The bed was his own. The room was his own. Best, happiest of all, the time before him was his own, to make amends in. Spirits of all three. The spirits of all three. Oh my, what was that? Yes, the spirits of all three shall strive within me. Oh, Jacob Marley. Oh, Jacob Marley, heaven and the Christmas time be praised for this. The shadows of the things that might have been will be dispelled. No, they will be. Oh, I know they will. Oh, I'm as light as a feather. Yes, I'm as happy as an angel. I'm as merry as a schoolboy. Oh, hello. Whoop. Yes, hello there. What's today, my fine fellow? Day. Why, it's Christmas Day. It's Christmas Day. I haven't missed it. Do you know the poulterers in the next corner? Do you know if they've sold the prize turkey that was hanging there? Not the little one, the big one. Yes, go and buy it and have it. Bring it here. I'll send it to Bob Cratchit's. They shan't know who sends it. It's twice the size of Tiny Tim. Oh, hello. Whoop, that's much too big to carry to Camden Town. You must have a cab. Oh, the chuckle with which he said this, and the chuckle with which he paid for the cab, and the chuckle with which he recompensed the boy were only to be matched by the chuckle with which he sat down in his chair again and chuckled till he cried. He at last got out into the streets, and he had not gone far when he was coming on towards him. He beheld the portly gentleman who had walked into his counting-house the day before. Oh dear, no, not him. My dear sir, I hope you succeeded yesterday. It was very kind of you. Oh, and a Merry Christmas to you, sir. Mr. Scrooge? Yes, that is my name. And allow me to ask your pardon. And will you have the goodness? Oh, Lord bless me. Mr. Scrooge, are you serious? Yes, if you please. Not a farthing less. A great many back payments are included in it, I assure you. Will you do me that favor? Yeah? My dear sir, I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Shh. Please, come and see me. Will you come and see me? I will. Oh, thank you. I thank you much. I thank you 50 times. I'm much obliged. In the afternoon, he turned his steps towards his nephew's house. Fred, it's I, your Uncle Scrooge. I've come to dinner. Will you let me in, Fred? Now, who's that? Let him in. Why, it's a mercy he didn't shake his arm off. Well, he was at home in 5 minutes. Nothing could be heartier. Wonderful party. Wonderful games. Wonderful unanimity. Wonderful. But he was early at the office next morning. Oh, yes, if he could only be there first and catch Bob Cratchit coming late. That is what he had his heart set upon, and he did it. Yes, he was a full 18 minutes and a half behind his time. Hello? What do you mean by coming here at this time of day? I'm very sorry, sir. I am behind my time. There you are. Oh, yes, I think you are. Step this way, sir, if you please. It's only once a year, sir. It shall not be repeated. I was making rather merry yesterday, sir. Now, I'll tell you what, my friend, I'm not going to stand for this sort of thing any longer, and therefore, I'm about to raise your salary. Oh, a Merry Christmas, Bob. Oh, a merrier Christmas, Bob, my good fellow, than I have given you for many a year. I'll raise your salary and endeavor to assist your struggling family, and we shall discuss your affairs this very afternoon over a bowl of smoking Bishop, Bob Cratchit. Whoa! Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all and infinitely more. And to Tiny Tim, who did not die. I know it was you who was rather concerned about Tiny Tim. I could tell. Yes, I was right. To Tiny Tim, Scrooge was his second father. He became as good a friend, as good a man, as the good old city knew. Some people laughed to see the alteration in him, but he let them laugh, and little he heeded them, for his own heart laughed. And that was quite enough for him. He had no further encounter with spirits such as yourselves, and it was always said of him that he knew how to keep Christmas well, if any man alive possessed the knowledge. And may that truly be said of us, and of all of us. And so, as Tim observed, God bless us, everyone. Thank you for coming to this evening's performance of A Christmas Carol starring Debbie Deer as the ghosts.
Thank you, everyone. You've been an amazing audience. Thank you, my amazing co-star, Ari Tarr.
And of course, our support staff of engineers and theater professionals who you'll see in the credits because there's so many of them. But right now, you can actually speak to us and we can hear you. Oh, I love your circling that you're doing there. So if you hold down the A button, you can ask us any questions that come to mind. Go ahead, fire away. Don't be shy. What do you got for us? It was the A button.
Why isn't Debbie shackled? Actually shackled. She's kind of. Why didn't he question her?
Yeah.
Actually, we both have our volume low for the feedback.
Yes.
Would you mind asking your question again? Your wonderful alto voice was lost.
Sorry. I was I was a little bit curious as to why Debbie was shackled. I mean, she wasn't shackled, actually. Like if I was Ebenezer Scrooge, I would be a little bit suspicious. And why wouldn't you
Like if they were some escaped mental patient or something? Well,
question.
that's a wonderful continuity question. Usually our questions are rather technical. I love that one. Well, I dropped a line today, which was that all of the spirits you see are also wearing chains. And so in Charles Dickens' afterlife, those who have lived selfish lives are bound by the chains of their labor, and this weighs them down. So they're and that even Marley points out that Scrooge has them as well. He can't see them because he's not dead, but he has them when Marley points them out. So he's kind of looking, and that sort of sets up the stakes for the story. Good.
Great question. Great observation, actually.
As well, indeed. Let's take our next question as we all meander here towards the Yule log in the corner. Everyone this way.
Get on
Any
over
other
to
questions?
the tree.
Anything at all? Observations? Exclamations?
Comments?
Insults?
This may be a question beyond, but I love the design of the spirits, sort of how they didn't follow the letter of the story, as I'm very familiar with it, which I love that. I was wondering what the inspiration was for the design of the three spirits.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
I think they wanted to really diversify the look of the cast. You know, when this piece came out, this was in the 1800s, and the cast, of course, being in Victorian England, would look very different from the ghosts that are portrayed here. But I do believe that the creative team, wanted it to be more diverse and inclusive. And considering that I'm also from the African diaspora, I'm Caribbean, it made sense to have similar reflections.
If I can chime in there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I just teleported somewhere else. There you are. Oh,
I'm coming
lovely.
back.
Now you're a different being.
Oh,
So
there I
this
am.
was
There I am.
the very first year this was done was during the pandemic, and it was in collaboration with Actors Theatre of Louisville, and it was directed by a man named Robert Barry Fleming, who that was his conception, and he actually worked with me to on a process of, for lack of a better word, decolonizing Dickens, and I did a lot of research with him, and we actually went through a lot of literature to talk about the time period in which it was written, and the kind of undercurrents, and so those are actually his original designs, and we've just inherited them from him. So well done. He's quite an accomplished director in his own right. And thank you for carrying on the torch, Debbie. You're doing well. My pleasure.
Lovely. Thank you. Yeah, no, the designs are beautiful.
Oh,
Thank you. Was
Well,
that
it's a credit to our design team and June, if she's around here, and of course our designers, so you'll see in the credits. I think we have time for one last question. One last question. Anyone? Going once? Going twice?
Nobody has one.
I'll,
It's Fleming, or were they responsible for the character design? Like I noticed the last ghost, her dress was sort of like a snake skin. She moved about like a snake, so I don't know. She just kind of
Mm.
the kind of feeling of her being a little bit like Medusa, like beautiful but kind of mysterious and snake-like. I don't know what the inspiration was behind that.
Is that Harriet? Yeah?
no, that was somebody else, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
What
Where?
here?
Unfortunately, if you don't type in your names, we've got
Oh.
rent work. You gotta
Oh,
move your
okay,
head around.
Whitmore. I think that's Whitmore. So
Yeah.
I can't speak to the avatar design too much. I think it goes along the Fleming lines, and they were just really looking to diversify the cast. I know that the design for the very last spirit, which is Future, is definitely African inspired. I embodied that snake-esque movement because it, as you pointed out, it seemed quite natural given the costume and the Medusa kind of ode in the headdress. So that's beautiful that you pointed that out because that was very much my inspiration for that.
To get more specific, Robert chose to have the avatars appear from countries that England had colonized at that time. So each of them represents a different colonized population. That's as much as I can speak to it. All right.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Last chance. Going once. Going twice.
I'll
Sorry?
ask the boring technical question about switching characters, if you don't mind.
All right. Please.
Yeah, if
Oh.
just how you switch characters in between, bouncing between sort of avatars, and how do you accomplish that? Was that controls, or was that location based, or how that worked?
That is a controller. So this was added in the past few years by the director, David Gochfeld, who wanted to throw some curveballs my way. So it's just switching. If you want to actually unhide Scrooge, we can do a little demonstration, Michael. So I'm going to teleport into my other avatar here. Oh, and I've got these bouncing legs. So I'm just going back and forth between the two avatars. So I'm just going to, instead of moving fluidly, I'm just going to click back and forth. I'm moving slowly, and now I'm going to move faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. So it's just two buttons, but learning how to perform and do scenes with myself, and also using the time delay and the pattern matching is a kind of skill in itself, where you really have to bring on the fluidity, act with yourself. Let's see if I can do it. I hate you. Bam. Whoa, I'm wrong way. And yes, you can do all kinds of stuff, but it is when you have to block for two characters, you really do have to think several steps ahead of where you're going to end up, and reacting to yourself. And I'm still learning. It's still getting in my muscle memory and learning how to do it. Thankfully, we've done it for a few years now, so I'm starting to get better and better at it. But yeah. Follow-up question or? Yeah, I have this now very useless part of my brain that I've built up from learning how to do this very specific thing. So, fortunately, we published a paper on it that we presented at SIGGRAPH this summer. So at least it's not all
very cool.
inside my skull. All right. Well, unless someone wants to interrupt me and chime in now, can I pick you
Shall
up?
we
No,
selfie?
it only works this way. Yes, everyone, since you are lovely, cheerful balls of colored light, go ahead and join us around the tree, and we'll actually get Scrooge in this one. Usually we don't get him in the final selfie. Go ahead and adorn, be little ornaments if you like, and we'll take one last frame in the live stream, and we'll say goodbye.
Bye,
All right,
everyone.
everyone.
Happy holidays.
Smile. Happy
Thank you
holidays.
for coming.